There we go. Pop the link in there again. Pachoo!
And now we're live.
Yep. People can click the link and join in.
I really don't like weekends anymore. Every weekday I'm off work too, so it doesn't make that much difference except there just ain't diddly shit to do around here on the weekend.
Yeah. I my range always gets super busy on the weekend.
Morning, fellas.
Hey John.
Hey, John,
How goes it?
exceptionally slow here.
Yeah, pretty much the same here. The weather is cold and clammy outside.
Oh, it's flipping gorgeous here.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
Hang on, I'll get some salt.
Might as well make it bleach.
69 degrees, uh, slightly cloudy, a little bit, not much. Calm winds. Actually, from where I stand, it's a perfect freaking day right now. 69 is plenty warm enough for me.
Absolutely. I would agree with you if that was the case here.
I was aiming to go to the range, but they're having my range days having their one of their concealed carry shooting classes today, and the outdoor range is occupied. So I'll either go tomorrow or later this afternoon when they're done. They said they would be done with it by noon.
Your doctor okayed you?
Nope, I ain't waiting.
Are you shooting the one you got back, or are you shooting one that's a little lighter?
I'm shooting the one I got back, but I got a bunch of light loads for it.
Oh, just be careful, my friend, and enjoy.
They didn't tell me I couldn't shoot. They told me I couldn't lift more than 10 pounds. But I didn't ask him if I could shoot neither.
That's true. Well, just have fun and be careful, okay?
Yeah, I worked up a bunch of cowboy action loads, real light stuff that the gun don't even recoil with.
Okay. You don't have another range to go to?
No, not.
Okay.
I'm a member of this one. The other one that's even closer to me, I'm on the list to become a member, but they said that could take 10 years.
10 years, holy cow.
It's limited to a certain number, and somebody has to either resign their membership or die.
Which one are you hoping for?
Neither. Or both, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah, as long as you get in.
I don't hope anybody resigns. There's a good possibility that some are going to come open when Caterpillar moves its headquarters to Peoria, or from Peoria to Chicago, because a couple of them guys are going to go with that, I think. I don't know how many others are on the list before me, so hell, I may be 100 people down the list. So
You might be another 3 years on the wait.
is why I don't really hold out a hell of a lot of hope. And then the range I'm currently a member of, I've been a member of for years. It's 25-mile drive from here, which isn't awful, but any other ranges you start looking at, you know, an hour away, and I ain't gonna do that. Actually, I'd go shoot at work if I wanted to. My boss said he didn't care, but I don't like to do that in the daytime when it's open because, you know, some people are funny about shit like that.
Yeah. Especially in Illinois.
Well, we're a trailer dealership, so, you know, there's a lot of do-it-yourself kind of guys, construction workers, and cowboys. So you rarely ever run into anti-gun people there, but still, you know, not every day you walk up somebody where you're looking at buying something, they're out back shooting a 44 Magnum.
That's true.
Or I should say my former boss, because the way it looks now, I ain't ever going to work again.
Did your did your doctor tell you that if you can't work, you should put in for should apply for a disability?
Already on my third attempt to get disability. I haven't worked in 3 years now, or 2.5 years.
Fuck this government, man. I swear to God.
No
You bust
shit.
your ass. You bust your ass for years. Some shit happens. Your doctor tells you can't work. Now they give you this fucking runaround, and now you got to put in for it the third times. That's bullshit, man. It's one thing if you're sitting on your ass for years and not doing anything, and then something happens. But when you bust your ass to make a living, and then they give you a runaround like that, fucking bullshit.
Yeah, well, it's the state here that determines that, and our state's fucking broke. And according to my doctor, the state pays the first year of it.
That's because liberal cities are too busy wanting to pay people not to do nothing instead of helping people who've been busting their asses for the last 20, 30, 40 years of their lives.
Well, and my problem is I'm, you know, white guy.
Well, yeah. That's another thing, probably. I wouldn't put it past any government.
I shouldn't say that because I know of a number of white guys that got it who are in better shape than I am.
There are people in my neighborhood that my neighbors tell me about all the time that they get the welfare, then they get the same people too. And on top of that welfare, they get the disability. And they got like 11 kids. Well,
Are you talking about my mom, son?
That's what I do. So they have.
So what? I had 10 brothers and sisters, man.
So and on top of that, they got 11 or 12 kids. So I'm just like, is that the reason? Is that what they applied for disability, saying that they have 12 kids or something? They probably haven't done it.
I'm an expert in this. There's
like 20 years.
You can apply for disability for like 1,000 different reasons. So it could be anything.
Well, again, back to the conversation that we were having. These people, I mean, my neighbors know for sure, you know, for a fact that these people are like abusing the system, and there's no checks and balances for it. They haven't worked in 20 years, people in their household, and they got like 20 people in their house. And they're all family members. They're actual family members, like gave birth to them. But they haven't worked in 20 years or so. They're teaching their kids that they're having. That's the way to go. But if somebody like Tony busts his ass for 40 years and then gets hurt and the doctor says you have to go, you can't work anymore, why is he being given a hard time? to put it for putting in for disability. I mean, that's such a joke.
Yeah, my doctor's last letter to him said that I was a cardiac cripple, and there's no way in hell I could I could hold down a full-time job or part-time job of any sort.
It's messed up, Tony. It's messed up.
It is what it is. That's freaking
Unfortunately.
Illinois for you.
Unfortunately. So what's going on with you, D's nuts?
No, not much, man. I know people have gotten mental disability. They say they can't work because of anxiety. So, I mean, I don't understand why if you have an actual, like, physical reason. If people can say, I have anxiety, I can't work, and get a check, SSI, Social Security, food stamps, and Section 8 housing, then I don't understand why someone who has like a serious condition, either physical or whatever, can't do it.
Well, I'm not putting down those people who say they have the mental disability, whatever emotional issues they have. There is a disability version that's physical, and there is a disability version that is mental. I don't know if they would word it as mental, but there is a version of that too. But
So Tony's getting dissed by the Social Security Department?
It's the determination board, actually, and that's the state of Illinois.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it is
That
Social
sucks.
Security.
and for it to be the third time you put in for it, that just boils my blood to know that that's the kind of system that we have.
Well, there's a reason why there's Social Security disability lawyers, and I think you should get one. They really are out there. Do you have one already?
I have one lined up. Yes, I'm just waiting for the denial for the third time.
Yeah, because they can't authorize the lawyer unless you've been denied for that specific application. So hopefully if you get this lawyer, you'll get it. Well, it sucks that they make you wait up to a whole year to find out if you've gotten denied or not.
Yes, it does. I honestly can't wait to get into court and just to tell them, their doctor who's seen me for all of 10 minutes one time in his life knows more than my personal family physician who I've been seeing for 20 years.
Well, don't forget, they also don't give a shit about you. Their whole purpose is to do whatever they can from giving it to you. They don't give a shit about you. So they're doctors. It means nothing to them. The state is paying them to get them to say, "Oh no, he's not. He's don't give him anything." That's basically what the state is paying them for.
They had my doctor pissed off, and it's the first time I've ever seen him upset.
I'm pretty sure you missed his other facial expressions from the times that didn't involve you, where we had to deal with that as well.
At any rate, right now it's just a waiting game.
When did you this is the third time. When did you file this one? If you don't mind me asking.
I believe November or December.
December, January, February, March, April. Wow, it's taking a lot longer for them to disapprove you.
It might have been December. It might have even been January. I can't remember. I had a pretty rough spell there for a while where I was not all that coherent. But it was right around the time of the election, but I thought it was in November.
I put in for it one time, and it took them like 2.5, 3 months maybe. Then I just had to go back to work because I couldn't not pay my bills.
The only thing that's keeping us afloat is my lady works.
Yeah, I have a little something, but I don't want to go into the negative just because I'm waiting for them.
I don't have a choice. I can't work. There's no way.
Well, no, that's the whole thing of disability. My doctor, when I was first injured on the job, they gave me a 50%. You're 50% disabled already, and it hasn't gotten any better since then. But it was over a year, that I had to go deal with the whole process, and then you get denied. It's messed up.
Yeah, I just seen their doctor about a month ago, so I figure sometime within the next month I'll get the determination.
Dude, it's your case, and I'm just as frustrated.
I'm not really as torqued about it as I have been because I have an ironclad letter from my doctor saying that I'm absolutely disabled and there's no way I can hold a job. And if it goes to court, I'm going to sue him for damages for making me wait 3 fucking years.
Well, from the time you applied, they also have to pay you from the time for all the time you were waiting. You do know that, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you don't have to sue them. They'll owe you that money anyway. But maybe, like you said, maybe you could sue them for additional monies. And when you win, and I hope you do, and you sue them, and I hope you win that too.
Well, I'll have to discuss that with the lawyer, but it's absolutely obvious my health went down over this whole damn deal.
Right.
Anyway, enough of that shit. That's gonna fuck up what's otherwise a nice day.
Yeah. Well, by you, not by me. I gladly trade places with you to not have to deal with this rain and this cold right now.
Yeah, we went through that. Our rainy cold season ended about 10 days ago.
What's Maggie up to today?
Chilling.
Chilling. There's the man.
He said he's watching TV a while ago.
He's
Yeah,
the
I'm on
host
TV.
with the most.
Hopefully gonna get my PMR 30 this afternoon.
Woohoo!
New gun day. Excellent.
Oh. But I don't know, nothing else really exciting. I think I want to mow the lawn. So so that'll be fun.
I guess it's not raining by you today.
No, it's not raining.
Damn it.
You're the only person in the world it's raining on.
God's pissed at New York. What do you think?
Some days it does seem that way to people, I'll tell you. Nah, man, it'll end here pretty soon. It ended for me, then Smeggy, and it's heading your way.
Usually, when my friend in Ohio tells me that they are having bad weather, it usually ends up in New York about anywhere between 1 to 3 days later.
So you should expect a nice day sometime between tomorrow and Tuesday.
Nice, I'll take it. I just wish it was nice on the weekend, and during the week it could be as crappy as it wants to.
How far inland are you? Do you get hit shit on by hurricanes too?
No, stuff usually dies down by the time it gets near us.
Yeah, we
It
don't
either
have,
veers to the left, veers to the right, or it dies down by the time we get like a little sprinkle sometimes when they have severe storms. By the time it gets to us, it's just a sprinkle.
if there's a big storm coming up the Gulf, like Katrina was, some days after we'll get the remnants here, and it's just rain.
Exactly.
I can vividly remember when Katrina was going on, how I could watch that son of a bitch in the sky from, God, it must have been 1,000 miles away, or 750 anyway, because I could see it before it made landfall, or before they announced on the radio that it made landfall anyway.
Right.
And you just watch this big mass of clouds that wasn't moving at all in the sky, like it wasn't going across the sky because it was coming up the country towards us. So every day it just got a little bit bigger and a little closer. It was interesting to watch.
Yeah, from 1,000 miles away. Yeah.
And then it got here and it was just, rain and breezy. It wasn't any kind of a storm left. It was.
I'm like a little kid when it comes to watching that stuff. Even on video, I don't even have to be anywhere near it. I just got to change the channel or whatever, but I can't watch that stuff. It's nerve-wracking because it's doing damage. It's doing damage and, God forbid, killing people at the same time if people are there.
Back in my younger days, I used to go chase storms.
Yeah, you're a wild man. Did you have those little balloons?
Do what?
Did you have those little balloons you tossed up in the air?
Oh, hell no. Nope, we had a regular VHS video camera at that time.
Good old VHS.
Now it's kind of lost its interest because anybody's got a fucking camera and a damn phone. Probably better quality than the expensive VHS cameras that we used back in the day.
Oh, guaranteed.
I got a Sony Handycam. I'll guarantee is a lot better than the VHS was.
I need to get one of those little cameras. And they're cheap as hell.
I think I paid like $250 for this Sony, but it's pretty high end for a regular consumer video camera.
No, absolutely. They're getting smaller and they're getting cheaper because there's always someone outdoing the previous technology.
The thing that made me buy this one was the 54 Zoom.
Wow, that's a good zoom.
I didn't have to get as close to stuff as I used to. But I haven't used the damn thing for anything except for filming the kids' Christmas program and shit like that. You know, I've never went out taking it out hunting or something like that, but I plan to. I just have never got around to it.
You get to it when you get the chance.
But hell, there again, you know, I don't really need to because I carry my damn phone. If I want to film something, I can use my phone.
Exactly, and it takes up a lot less space.
That is a fact.
Since that store I was mentioning to you guys is going out of business, I was thinking maybe I would order before they don't have any more in stock. They have this Radio Shack. I should go online and check to see if they still have their little hi8 camcorder. It looks like a little torpedo, like a mini submarine.
Yeah.
And it has different mounts. You could attach it to the bicycle. You could attach it to your head. You could attach it to a tripod. And
Is it your local radio? Is it your local Radio Shack going out of business, or the whole damn chain?
the whole damn chain. And so I should go online to see if they still have any of those because they're under $200 also. And the thing fits in the palm of your hand.
There is a business that absolutely shot itself in the fucking head about 10, 15 years ago by going away from what they originally were, and that's a freaking electronics store, and trying to become a damn phone store.
Well, by me, they still well, whatever's left in stock, they still have the soldering kits and the transistors, resistors, mini circuit boards. They still have those. So I know they're still selling them. But I guess other locations, they went to being stupid cell phone stores, I'm guessing.
Yep. The one or two that are local here, they buy cell phones, radio controlled toys, and that's about the extent of radio that they had.
Oh, wow. Well, by me, I don't know if they still have it or not because I haven't been in the store since last week. They still had the, the auto mechanic shop drawers.
Yeah.
They had those kind of drawers inside the Radio Shack, and they were full of all the electronic stuff, the transistors and resistors and all that.
I know that the ones locally here, and there was 2 or 3 of them that completely got out of selling amateur radio gear, which was part of what they started doing.
Right.
And they got completely away from like audio. And they used to have some really good stereo shit there back like in the 70s. I've got a realistic system here it's basically PA amps, but it's 2 350 watt amplifiers and equalizers and shit, and it is really kick ass.
And for the
go ahead.
I'm sorry. And they also still made pretty damn good stuff for being Radio Shack. I remember I remember
Back-
going in and buying and looking at just the CB radios. I remember they used to sell those.
Back in the day, Radio Shack wasn't a put down. I don't think that started until like the mid to late 80s. But the stereo system I got here is kick ass enough that my neighbor from about 3/4 of a block away come over to the house, said I can't hear myself think. Please turn it down.
That's funny.
And I was listening to the Beatles. I mean, it wasn't like I was jamming out some heavy metal shit. I listened to the White Album.
Yeah, I would have been rocking out to in those days. I would have been rocking out to Metallica, Def Leppard, and so on.
Oh shit, this was just a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this system's old, but it still works really well.
Yeah, absolutely. You take care of it, it takes care of you. I should go back and see if they still have the they sell this brand called Auvio, AUVIO, and they make earphones and speakers and stuff like that. I should go see if they still have the wireless ones. They have like wireless earphones that look like the ones you use in music studios, but they're wireless and you can use them on your phone as well.
If they're clearancing shit out, it's time to go look because there was some good stuff at Radio Shack.
Well, I got a huge haul of 18650s and 14500s and rechargeable CR123 batteries over there. I mean, for dirt cheap. I got 4 18650 batteries for $9.
I remember one of the last times I was in there, they was having some sort of battery promotion, and they were selling 120 packs of double A's for $10.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
That's a
dude.
lot of batteries.
And I bought one of those, and shit, that lasted me for about 2 years.
Yeah. Now
They weren't-
now they're doing whatever they have, buy one get one free on the batteries.
They weren't as good as Energizer as far as lifespan, or maybe Duracell, but they were still good.
Right. Yeah, if you go
I think I just,
if
I
you
think
go
I just took the
online,
last two of them out of my remote control for my TV and threw them away the other day.
right? I'm putting up a screen share, and you see that they have the circuit boards, right?
Yep.
So they have the soldering kits on the circuit boards, and you see the maker kits.
I actually can't see screen shares at all.
Huh.
Hey, I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay, somebody's in the bathroom, so I guess I wait.
Wah, wah, wah.
So you can't see the screen shares at all, you said, right?
Nope,
I wonder why that is.
because I have my bandwidth turned all the way down because I'm on a cell phone
Ah, okay.
as a hotspot.
Okay. Copy that.
If I try
So
to
they
see,
have these.
if I try,
So,
if
I'm
I
sorry?
try to see screen share, if I try to see screen shares, it's all up, and I start roboting and shit. So I just turn it all the way down. Don't bother.
okay. Yeah, so they have regular headphones, Bluetooth for like $20, and they have the wireless Bluetooth headphones for $90. So it just depends on what you need. Yeah, maybe I'll go there tomorrow, check out what the store has. Because I know the stores are doing 80% off now, but online it says up to only 60%. So I don't know what the deal is there.
I actually lucked out when I set this setup up to get online and chat in these hangouts. Is I'm using a regular stage audio mic, Shure SM58, and it is real omni or uh, it is real directional, so it doesn't really pick up shit off to the sides, and I have to be right up on it for people to even hear me. So it's real good about rejecting spurious noise.
Well,
So,
you come in real clearly.
yeah, but I stay about an inch away from the microphone.
Right, but it doesn't sound like you're shouting though. Some people that write on their microphone, you either can't hear them or it sounds like they're yelling. And they're not yelling, but that's just the way the microphone is picking them up.
And then too, this is like an $80 microphone. And
Yep,
because
that's price.
I used to be in a band, I have a whole bunch of these things.
I have this brand Ovio. It's a little speaker Bluetooth thing. So if like my phone rings, I could pick it up off the speaker instead of my phone, and it comes in really clearly. But what I usually use it for is my computer when I'm watching something on it. The volume on this thing picks up all the bass, so it comes in very sharp. And it's just a little like 2x2 cube. But for 2x2 size, it's a really, really good speaker.
That's my speaker system in here. What I got here is just what's in the TV because I use TV as a monitor.
Right.
And then I have 4 15-inch three-way speakers that have 15-inch woofers in them that's hooked to that Radio Shack system that my neighbor loves so much. And now I can't get close to him because I have a pacemaker.
Right. So anything at all with any sort of radio transmission at all is bad, supposedly bad for people with pacemakers, right?
Radio isn't so much the deal as magnetics.
Magnetics, okay.
Although radio has something to do with it because it has a built-in two-way in it, so they can communicate with the computer and whatnot. But the big problem is magnetics make it shut off.
We don't want that.
It's already shut off as far as I know.
Oof.
I got to call the device nurse Monday and see if they want me to come in and turn it on or wait until my appointment.
Now, how does they don't have to do surgery again for that, do they?
No, they just, I get up in the room, they put a little antenna over it and identify it, and then their computer can talk directly to it, turn it on off, set the pace and that sort of thing.
Okay. Were you on earlier for Travis's chat?
No,
Okay. I wasn't by my computer before, so I was only on the phone, so I couldn't really I don't really use the screen when I'm on the phone like you. I just use it for the audio. So I just listen to the people talk, and once in a while I'll type something in on the screen, but it's the phone, so it's a lot smaller, so I don't chat too much on the phone.
generally I do like I do with this when I'm doing the early watch show is I watch the text chat while I'm chatting on the Hangout, just in case people have questions and whatnot. I don't have any particular reason why I do it when I'm not part of a show.
Well, I try not to do it on my phone because for some reason I use the same signal as my phone as my computer, but the phone cuts out a lot more than the computer. So like now I'm on the computer because I'm home, but if I'm not at home and I'm on my phone, I try not to do it because it'll be reconnecting like 1,000 times a minute. So just not worth my time.
Yeah, I can't read the damn phone to do it.
Yeah, same here.
I have a couple of tablets here that I can do it with too, but I can't control the microphone like I can with this.
At least we have one person on the YouTube side. Hey, Scott.
Yeah, when me and Jimmy was doing the early watch, normally I watched gun channels, he watched YouTube side. We tried to interact with people as it came about.
Well, I don't know if you caught last night's chat, but last night's chat with Heavy B was the first one I caught because it's on so late. And then they have the late night show. So by the time they're doing 1 or 2 in the morning, it's probably only like 10 or 11 by wherever they are.
Well, I usually get up early enough to catch the latter half of the late night chats.
Right.
I haven't been for quite a while. Once we started the early watch, and late night chats started falling off quite a bit. But now that Jimmy's working, maybe they're starting to pick back up.
Yeah, because I think it was the first time that I caught the Heavy B's EDC, What's in Your Pocket.
Well, Heavy was doing, well, that might have been a Tuesday or Wednesday show. He was doing like 2:00 Central Time in the afternoon.
No, this was last night.
Right. Yeah. I tried to get in on that last night, but I had something come up and had to split.
Oh, that happens. Can't be everywhere. So
Well, my wife's of a mindset that if I chat for 6 or 8 hours in the daytime, I don't need to waste my evenings doing it too.
yeah, mine says the same. Mine says the same thing. So I don't know if you're into VanQuest gear, but they're having a sale, 30% off sale.
Who?
VanQuest,
I've never heard of that.
yeah, they make the people that buy them usually are outdoors people and gun people because they make stuff for those items. Not a 30% sale. I'm sorry, 10%.
At this point, the only time I buy stuff is when I get tax refund. That's the only time I have a few extra bucks. Which is-
I just thought I'd mention it because I know a lot of people that like the brand.
that's how I bought my Ruger.
Nice.
My wife wants me to go deer hunting, and I needed a gun to go deer hunting with, so I selected that.
Not a bad choice.
Well, I thought it would be easier than carrying a shotgun,
Oh, absolutely.
and I'd have to buy a damn shotgun to slug hunt with anyhow. So
No, yeah, you're absolutely right. And it's a Ruger, so you know you got a good brand name there.
yeah, funnily enough, it's had more issues to be repaired than any other gun I've ever had.
Maybe you just got a bad one.
No, it's my doing,
Yeah.
not the gun's fault.
Well, you know, was trying to make you feel better.
Nope, I dropped it once and broke the rear side off of it, or the little blade side, and then I overloaded it and blowed the cylinder.
Oops.
Definitely oops. Freaking fix it. Now the side I paid for because it was like $20. I just ordered one, put a new side on it, but they wouldn't sell me a cylinder. It said it had to be custom fit to the gun.
Personally, I don't understand even why they still use the bead sight.
On a shotgun,
On any gun. I really don't see the point in it with all the laser fiber optics and all that stuff that they have out now.
oh, you're talking about just plain iron sights, not just
Yeah.
bead.
Yeah, just in general.
Because a lot of us don't like that new shit.
Yeah. I guess you have a point.
And iron sights don't require batteries.
Which is true. But fiber optic sites also don't require batteries.
Fiber optics are all right. I've bought some and used them. They're easy enough to break. Because
That's
the
true.
last set I bought, I broke within a couple weeks. But in dark, they ain't worth shit either.
I guess it depends on the brand.
Well, if they got Trigicon in them, that's a whole different thing.
Right, but that's all a whole different credit card too.
But regular fiber optics, they have to have light to work.
That's true. Well, you have night ones that you can recharge with a flashlight in 10 seconds and have pretty decent view in the dark with it.
Most of my hunting rifles have scopes on them because it's just I can't see that well that far. But I don't want any kind of optics on handgun. I never have. Yeah, Ponry, that's what I was talking about, the fiber optics with the tritium inserts.
Sean is here.
I don't know. He's just posted, but he ain't on the
Where on the
users
YouTube
list.
side?
No, on Gun Channel side.
It didn't refresh. Hold on.
Uh,
Oh, hey, Paul. Hey, Sean. What's going on? Yeah, that's right. I don't know if those fiber optics need charging or whatnot, but yeah, they're all the time. Tony, are you able to see the link I posted in the chat and in the side Google chat window?
I don't know. I just tried to open it. Let's see if it opens or not. Running the nope, it won't open. Running the Hangout and the lobby page are all my internet's capable of doing. I mean, I'm back down to just only slightly better than phone modem speed at the moment.
Right.
It's limited to 128K.
As long as it does what you need to do when you need to do it. That's it. And right now it's just the chat, so no worries.
Well, once I get this freaking disability shit resolved, I'm going to go to the unlimited data plan Verizon has, and then it's not a problem. Either that or I'm going to go back to cable internet.
What service do you guys use where you are for cable?
Verizon or Mediacom.
Oh, okay. Over here we only have the option of Time Warner.
But I'm probably going to go the unlimited data on Verizon phone because her and I both can use our own phones as hotspots.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to try to get back in the bathroom. I'll be back in a bit.
Good luck. Sean, you busy working today? I guess you're getting ready for the weekend, huh? Damn, I don't know what's wrong with this gunshot lobby again. It's not refreshing the page. Uh, no, I hope your shoulder feels better soon. So what's everybody's plans for the weekend looking like? Don't worry, Sean. You'll get there. You'll get there. As soon as you go to your doctor and he says it's okay, I know you'll be back out. Just got to give it a little time.
Oh, he's got to go through the typical runaround and pay as many other people as possible before they'll actually fix it.
You still in the John, Tony?
No, hell no.
I'm just
I mean,
messing with you.
Back when I initially had my first heart issue, back when I was 38, my doctor sent me to see a cardiologist. Cardiologist did what needed to be done. Now, I go see a cardiologist all the time because I have a history of heart disease. My cardiologist sends me to a cardiac specialist who has to have another doctor go in and put the first stent in. Then another doctor puts in the. Then I have to go see a device specialist to get the pacemaker set up.
Everybody's got to get a little piece of the pie.
This is Obamacare in its finest.
Yeah. And I know you're being sarcastic when you say that.
But it is a direct result of
Yep.
that.
No argument there, Tony. Welcome back, Deez.
Yeah. I'm about to start dropping handguns and trying to catch them. See if I can have some.
You gonna spin them too?
See if I can have a few NDs. And NDs nuts. That's what I should. That should be my new name. Man.
He's nuts.
NDs.
Great. So I see Sheena's trying to stop a freaking raging Land Cruiser with a bow and arrow. Excellent choice, hon.
Who's doing what?
I said Sheena's trying to stop a raging Land Rover with a bow and arrow.
I'm taking you're watching some kind of movie or TV?
Yeah, it's Sheena, Queen of the Forest or Jungle or whatever the fuck it is. I ain't listening to it. I got it muted, but I just seen her squat down and draw a bow at a freaking Land Cruiser or Land Rover, Range Rover, whatever the hell it is.
That is an old movie.
Yeah, watching her is kind of entertaining. Listening to it was just painful.
50-50, good review. Yeah, she's not hard on the eyes.
Well, she wasn't when the movie was made.
No.
at any rate, I thought the trying to stop vehicle with a bow and arrow was ambitious to say the least.
I guess if you're Sheena, anything is possible, huh?
Yeah, hell, she controls the animals, man. Why don't you just send a fucking rhino after some bitch?
Damn straight. Giggity on that rhino.
You ever seen the movie Hatari?
I
John,
I
John
recall it,
Wayne.
but I don't remember it.
Oh, you get a chance, watch it and try to catch that it's actually John Wayne sitting up in there trying to catch some of them animals they show.
Right.
I don't think you'd find too many work in Hollywood today that would attempt that shit.
Like Clint Eastwood these days? Not even close. Yeah,
Eastwood, when he was younger, he might have. I don't know.
no, I'm saying even Clint Eastwood in his days, compared to what's out now, not even close.
Yeah, there's a whole slew of John Wayne movies that they could never hope to do well remaking just because John Wayne.
Well, they can remake them, but you're not going to get the John Wayne-ness of it, just like you're not going to get the Clint Eastwood-ness of it with the quality of the state of actors they have these days. Not even close.
Some people say his son could probably do it.
Well, his son, yeah, because he raised his son, not. Well, you know where I'm going with this, so.
Right, yeah. But I wasn't talking about actors acting personas and whatnot. I'm talking about them having enough balls to get out there and try to do some of the tasks that were being done in them old films.
Yeah, that's why they have stuntmen now. You'll never see they themselves doing those things, not even close.
I mean, granted, they had stuntmen back then, and it was pretty obvious. And like, if you look at the scene in Hondo where they're where John Wayne's supposedly breaking that horse, it's clearly not him.
Right.
But if you watch Atari, and they're catching some of them animals, a giraffe, I think, it's absolutely him sitting in the chair, bolted to the fender of that truck with that noose, catching that freaking giraffe.
I'll have to put it in my queue of movies to watch because I know I've seen it before. I just don't recall it. So, Sean, what exactly are you stockpiling?
Guns and ammo.
Yay! Woohoo! The good stuff.
And he likes big guns and ammo.
Yeah, that's Sean. Giggity.
.45-70 currently.
That's the smallest one he's got.
If you think about it, .45-70 is a freaking amazing ass round to still be around and relevant, considering it was basically the first. Nope. He's not mentioned anything about me working out yet.
Who, the
I haven't
doctor or
seen
Sean?
Sean asked if my doctor ever mentioned anything about working out after I get stuff done. No. Whenever I had a stent, they wanted me to do cardiac rehab. And the first 2 times I did, And then thereafter, I didn't. And to be absolutely honest with you, do have the cardiac rehab because it helps a lot. It doesn't seem like it at the time. It seems like you're doing very little actual work in relationship to the workout. But it is of a major benefit, and I can attest to that. But I figured I didn't need to because my job was freaking hard and I worked at my job. But to not do it was a mistake on my part. I should have. And this time I wasn't working. And immediately after I had the stent put in, they discovered that my heart was actually failing. So no workout until they got the pacemaker put in. And I haven't seen the doctor yet since. I'll see him until the 8th of June. And I'm
Was
going
part
to
of-
ask him.
Did the doctor do a stress test on you as part of that evaluation?
I've had a bunch of stress tests.
Okay. And how did the doctor ever say what percentage of that is calculated in their assessment?
Their stress tests are inaccurate on me. My heart problem doesn't show up in a stress test. It only showed up in an echo.
Okay.
Which at the time I thought was stupid that I was having an echo after having the stress test. But now I'm glad because it proved positive that I do have a debilitating heart disease.
Right.
Which helps to go for my disability claim. But when I had the stent placed, immediately after that, I had to wait 90 days to get the pacemaker put in. And it's something about having to wait that long to go back into do stuff to your heart. And I'm not sure exactly why, but they didn't get one of the wires hooked up on the pacemaker when they put it in. So in 90 days, then I got to go back in and have surgery to get that hooked up.
But that's once doctor determines that the muscle is actually whatever the wires are being that the body is taking the wires properly.
Right. They have to grow into the heart, or when they actually have kind of a barbed electrode on them that pushes in to the heart muscle, and then the heart muscle has to actually grow around it so it can't be pulled back out readily easy.
Right.
So that takes about 90 days. It's when they place a stent, it has to have enough time to grow into the vein that they've opened so that they can pass through that with another wire, whatever the hell they use to go through there. So, it don't move when they try to go through it. Is the way it was explained to me.
It can't have any movement, or the wire can't have movement when they insert it.
It can't have any pulling on it,
Right.
which is why my left arm movement's restricted for 8 weeks, because they place it basically right in my left shoulder, upper chest area. A lot of shit that is all new to me. This whole 3 months wait thing this is the first time I've ever heard of this.
I know the wait is nerve-wracking.
I'm used to a lot of that, but I've been dealing with these heart issues for shit. Be 20 years here in a couple of years, so it's been 18 years.
Wow.
My biggest bitch right now is that it's still really freaking sore to the touch where they cut me open to put that damn thing in. And then I've got a thing inside underneath my skin about the size of a Zippo lighter.
Ugh. So whatever they do now is just going to be like a minor incision, or they use like one of those small wires to prod into you so they could see what's going on, or do they just do an echo?
I do not know.
Okay.
The way my wife understood it, see, I don't remember him talking to me about it the day I had it put in because I was still rather drugged up.
Right.
But it was, they had to actually open me up and go in and actually put the damn thing in my heart. So it's not that minor.
No, I'm saying the follow-up stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. The next one, they're going to have
Oh,
to
okay.
physically cut me open and go in and install the wire because it won't fit through the vein they want it to go through.
Oh, okay. So you got more you haven't even done yet.
Yes.
Okay. You're in our thoughts and prayers.
I appreciate that.
As are you, Sean. I'm not sure if Sean said he needs to gain weight or gain more ammunition. I'm not sure what he's talking about there.
He needs to be able to carry another 40 pounds or so.
Oh, okay. He said muscle weight. Yeah, my GC page is not refreshing every time someone says something, so I have to reload the page.
That is the one drawback to carrying big calibers is they're fucking heavy bullets. You know, and you really want to carry a reasonable number of rounds, 1,000.
But the Sean picked the biggest round he could possibly find, right?
Well, I don't know, but probably the biggest one you can get at your average bullet selling place, like Walmart or some stocks 45.70.
Right.
My rifle round of choice is 30-06. It isn't really lightweight neither.
What's up, G-Webs?
Bon appetit, man. Make sure Bob's got a shirt on.
Enjoy. Well, not Bob without his shirt. Enjoy your food. What's up, Moon?
Morning, Moon.
Did Smegs go to sleep? Or did he say he was stepping away? I don't remember.
I don't either. Finally, Sheena's over and the Western's on.
Woohoo! I'm going to see if I can open up this window in another browser because it's not refreshing anything every time somebody says something. So I'll open up the chat window, the GC website in another browser. See what happens.
A box of 50 rounds of 45.70 weighs close to 10 pounds. I wonder what the hell 50 rounds of 30-06 weigh.
You said a round of how much?
50?
50? I would not know, sir.
Well, I would bet they're probably 6 or 7 pounds anyway. You got 180 grain bullets.
I'd have to take your word for that.
But my gun don't weigh no damn 10 pounds. It only weighs about 8
That's still pretty heavy.
with the scope.
That's pretty weighty still.
Yeah, I ain't strapped it on and walked anywhere with it, I can tell you that. Although I did my other one last year, and it probably weighed 7.5 without the scope.
What's a good sized long gun without weighing more than 5 pounds?
Well, I had a Savage 111 ultralight hunter that weighed right at 5,
That's not bad.
but it was god awful to shoot 30-06.
Oh, because it's so light.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Lightweight and high power don't make the best of bedfellows.
Well, it's just like the what do you call it? The lightweight Smith and Wessons, the airweight.
As Sean said, maybe an Axis, and they're getting, from what I'm seeing, they're getting really, really good reviews on their accuracy. I like my rifle to weigh about 7 pounds. But then
Well, as long as it doesn't weigh 10 pounds.
I don't ever want one that has less than 22-inch barrel either. And I would prefer 26.
All right. I'm in another browser, so we'll see if whatever Sean says or Moon says refreshes.
You want Savage to pull a Colt and make remakes of their classic guns? If they would do that falling block rimfire thingy to the standard that they did it back then, they'd have something. I know they did start kicking them out again about 5 years ago, but they weren't near the gun they used to be. Which leads me to believe that they were having them made for them and not doing it themselves, because Savage's centerfire rifles, from what I can see, are pretty damn good. I know early 110s kind of got hacked on, but back then, you had to shoot the damn gun in. It ain't so much of a thing today because they're machining so much better. You still have to, but it doesn't take 500 rounds.
What are the largest magazine capacities for those?
Most of them that I've dealt with are internal 4-round.
4 rounds?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's 4+1. Like on my 740s, I can get 10 rounds because they're detachable, but they're 4+1 also.
Okay.
But Savage makes them with the detachable magazines too, so you can probably get 10-round mags for them.
What do those usually go for?
For my gun, it's $40
$40
for the magazine.
Wow.
I mean the whole gun.
Oh, no, not the gun, just the magazine.
I think you can buy the Savage Axis gun for under $300.
No, I was referring to the magazines.
Honestly, I haven't looked for magazines for a Savage because the ones that I've had have all been internal, and there's no, without actually doing a lot of freaking work, you can't you can't. They can be changed, but it's more work than I would do. And you know, my purpose, these are hunting guns, so I don't need more than 4 or 5. And it's
Well,
bolt
Sean,
action, so you're
Sean
not
just
gonna.
mentioned Savage should pull a Colt and make the remakes of the classic guns, and I
Yeah, that's
totally
what.
agree.
If they'd make that falling block, crack shot's what it's called, Savage crack shot.
Right?
If they would make that thing again like it was, they'd have something. But either they made them or somebody's making copies of them that look just like them. I looked at one shit several years ago, and it wasn't near the gun of the crack shot that I own.
Well, they're never the same.
But that, you know, hell, that's why I own guns that are. Hell, both my Remingtons are. One's as old as I am, and the other one's 5 or 6 years older than I am. Both my shotguns are probably from the 60s.
Now those were purchased, or those you inherited those?
Bought them.
Bought them.
Got a 12 gauge Model 67 and a 20 gauge 67 that actually is my wife's. Bought them in about, God, 80, 84, 85, somewhere in there. The only guns that I don't buy older ones of is handguns.
Not even classics that you would enjoy.
Nope.
You don't trust where they've been, huh?
One, I'm not that damned interested in handguns. If I buy guns for a specific purpose, you know, either
Right.
carry guns or the Ruger I bought for hunting. But I want to get a couple for cowboy action shooting, and I would consider older ones for that. But there again, I would rather not have the risk of not having the hammer drop safety.
Well, a lot of people I see on YouTube, at least, that go are doing excuse me, that are doing the cowboy shooting now are all getting the Ruger Vaqueros. They seem to be a pretty hot topic when it comes to doing the cowboy shooting, at least.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at a couple of Blackhawks and then modifying the rear sight to where it's not adjustable.
You have that already?
No, I
Okay.
have one
Would
Blackhawk,
you get it
but
modified, or would you want to modify it?
I'm looking to if I ever get the money, I'm looking to get a couple of them for cowboy action shooting, and I want to make the rear sights non-adjustable. That way, they're legal to use in regular cowboy action shoots and not just open matches.
Is that part of the regulations, depending on whether you're shooting the matches or the cowboy?
Yeah, if the guns have adjustable sights, you can't use them in a regular cowboy action match. It can only be an open one.
Okay.
But the whole rear sight assembly removes with one screw and a pin, and I think it would be fairly easy to make one to go back on there that just isn't adjustable. And I have one here that I can copy off of because I replaced the whole rear sight assembly on this gun.
On which one? The one you have now?
Yeah, that's what I said. This gun has had more repairs done to it than any of my other guns.
Well, stop blowing them up, and they won't need so many repairs.
It has also drawn more blood from me than any other gun.
Stop pissing the guns off, Tony. You know how they get.
I might just go to Vaqueros because they're non-adjustable rear sight.
Right. I think they're just really cool to have because they're a copy of a really well-made item.
Well, that's the Blackhawks same
Yeah.
way. Knockoff of the Colt, only improved.
Exactly. What are those going for these days?
I paid $800 for mine.
And the Vaqueros, are they around the same?
Yeah, I think so. Probably around 7.
Okay. I think it would just be neat to have a copy of those two.
I actually would have went Uberti, but after the warranty experience I've had with Brugger's, I'll stick with them.
Uberti makes a lot of the replicas with the with like the 1800s and the 1900s, right?
Yeah, and they make good quality Colt reproductions of the 73,
Right.
and they're a couple hundred cheaper than Ruger, but given that Ruger fixed this gun for nothing, and they didn't have to because I openly admitted that I overloaded it, I'll stick with Ruger.
Well, I know Uberti and one other manufacturer. They make copies, and they're also making them with the octagonal rifles, which I think is really cool. Especially the lever action,
Pedersoli is the other one.
right? How do you spell that?
Petersoli, I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure about their quality. I've not seen as much on them as I have the Uberti. But I know that, like for Taylor and Company and Cimarron Arms and a couple other ones out there that are selling them are Ubertis, just rebranded.
Well, I know you've mentioned the Cimarrons before, but whichever one, if I ever had the chance to get one, I would love to have one of their lever actions.
I don't know, man. I think for lever action, I would go and buy just a Henry. Or Marlin. If you could find a pre-Remington buyout Marlin.
Right.
Winchesters are just too fucking pricey these days.
Oh, nice, Sean. Sean just posted a link for the Uberti 1875 Army Outlaw for $600. Wow, that she is a beauty.
Uberti also does that cowboy carbine, which I desperately fucking want.
Now, since when does Chiappa make a lever action? 1860 Spencer carbine.
Chiappa is another one that does knockoffs.
I did not know that, and it's a 45 Colt too, and it's magazine fed. Wow.
Who the hell was Rossi's probably the cheapest lever you can find these days. That's what I would consider reasonably decent shootable.
Well,
I think-
Rossi's I've heard of. Rossi's I've seen most of what they have.
I think you can buy one of them pistol caliber for around 500.
Right. I would definitely go with a Rossi if that was an option.
Guy I talked to online at the Cowboy Single Action Shooters Association, I think.
Right.
Shooter Society. He said that when he got into it, because it's an expensive thing to get into, even going the cheap route, he bought a Rossi and he was going to get a better gun, quote unquote, if he really took to it. And he said that was like 15 years ago and he's still using it, and he hasn't found the need to upgrade. It's fine. So that's about as good as endorsement as you can get, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Rossi lever action. What's his caliber in the Rossi that he has?
God, let me think. I think he had 357,
Nice.
but it might have been 45 Colt too. I've talked to several different people about this, and I can't keep all that shit straight. But I think it was a 357.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a 357. I'll tell you that.
Well, for that sort of thing, you could use freaking 22 rimfire. I mean, it's enough gun. You're shooting at targets 10 feet away.
So, what would you prefer, the 45 Colt if you were going to go higher caliber?
44 Magnum.
44 mag. Ooh, this one is nice. They have a model R92 and 45 Colt. Really, really nice. You
I
can't.
don't have any more calibers on hand than I have to.
Right. No, but I'm saying for my first one, that, just some of what I wouldn't mind getting.
If I were starting out now and I didn't have this gun for hunting, I would probably go to 45 Colt.
Sean is going, you guys still on levers?
But because I chose this thing for hunting gun first and foremost, I went 44 Magnum.
Ain't nothing wrong with a 44 either. Sean just posted a link for a Model 89 Carbine 500 Smith & Wesson. That's a powerful gun.
That probably doesn't compare ballistically to the 4570, man.
Not even close. And it's only 7 pounds, which is nice.
That would be all right, but it's like $2,000 too.
Try 18-inch barrel, 3,099.
$3,000? Jesus.
Yes, sir. The Smith & Wesson 18-inch matte stainless steel finish, 3,099. Yeah, she ain't no joke, and that's from Bighorn Armory.
I haven't watched any videos, so no, I haven't watched Tag Daddy's video.
Yeah, I haven't watched those either. Is Tag Daddy's live show this week or next week?
I have no idea.
I think Tag Daddy has his show is like every other week, possibly. I'm not sure. Every Thursday. Okay.
Every Thursday. I don't keep up with it because I have other people do the commercials on the show, and I can't watch them damn things. So
Well, no, you can't be up 24 hours a day,
Not
7
much
days a
point
week,
keeping up
watching
with
every
them.
show. Gun News Weekly. And now, Sean, is that through Gun Channels also, or do you have to go specifically to Tag Daddy's website?
I think he posts it in here every week.
I don't think I've ever noticed that. I see it on the schedule, but I don't see any postings or any mentionings of it. Oh, it's his own channel. Okay. Okay, Sean says it's his own channel, so that's probably why I've never caught it.
Well, yeah, we normally cast here in our own channel for the early watch too. Most of us do, except for these lobbies.
Is Smeggy still on the toilet? Yeah, he must have gone out to get something to eat.
He might have went to pick up his PMR 30.
He said he was doing that later, but I don't know how much later that was from when he said it, so it's possible. Yeah, Sean. He said he was due back this afternoon, but I'm not sure if he went to go pick it up now or if he's going to go pick it up later. But Tony says he might have gone to pick it up now, so.
No idea.
No, I said you said he might have gone since he wasn't here.
Well, that's the only thing I heard him say he was going to do today. So. I just threw
Oh
it
yeah,
out
you're
there.
right. I think he did say that also. It's the only thing he has to do. Well, maybe he'll come back one happier Smeggy. Some guns are like fine wine. So true, Clay. So you got the grandkids later today, Tony?
I shouldn't have.
Oh, it's your day off?
Yeah, I usually only have the granddaughter when the daughter goes to pick up the grandson. And she
Rick's.
sit here yesterday while I was watching her trying to figure out how to make this router work.
Did you figure it out yet?
She's not strong enough to cock the thing.
No. That's a good thing.
Give it a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
No rush. She's still young.
she's just 5.
Yeah. No rush. Is Rick having his show tonight?
Again, I don't know.
Let me check the schedule. What day is it? Saturday. No, nothing on Saturday. All right. Yeah, I don't remember when it is.
Hell, most guns are like fine wine if you think about it. They usually all get a little bit better with some age.
Guns and coins and women.
Or with some use.
Same again, guns, coins, and women.
Yeah, except women don't get to be considered antique. They considered old.
Yeah, same thing.
As you can tell, my old lady's not anywhere near me.
All right, Tony, I got to step away for a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump out too. I gotta go to the store.
All right. So I'm going to put myself on mute, but I'll talk to you later. All right.
All right, we'll see everybody later.
Later.
What's up, people? Is anyone around?
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Oh, it's a dental.
Just thought I'd come in here and throw a grenade and like talk about one-stop shops.
I like to stop at one shop.
I got some point 0.5 grain 9 mil traveling in at 10,000 feet per second.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
The speed of thought. What are you crunching on there, Smeg?
Oh, pretzel.
Yeah, I watched, I shouldn't say watched, listened to about 10 minutes of that outtakes or whatever the heck that was of, you know,
You mean DB caliber shaming or grain shaming?
yeah. And it's, well, I got a 1 grain bullet.
Ugh, classic DB.
I mean, the one thing that I was kind of curious about is when Heavy had mentioned about the 40 cal and one that was kind of zipping along there as far as what manufacturer actually makes something. Obviously, it is ultralight. You can't defy the laws of physics. But exactly who it was that made around that light that would go that fast in 40.
Doesn't Lehigh kind of make ammo like that?
Well, granted, I only heard that chat, you know, in 5-10 minutes of it one time. I thought he said Corbound, but I'm sure they're not the only ones that make ultralight projectiles.
Because I think Mac he has a YouTube video where he's testing some really light 9mm loads, and they're just flying through ballistic gel and barrier, and I think they were Lehigh bullets. Not 100% sure, but but yeah, they were going through, like, I think you put like a pork shoulder in front with denim in front of the ballistic gel block, and it was going through that and getting like 18 inches of penetration on the gel block, and it was just like tearing stuff up in the gel. So I guess it's a pretty legit round.
Well, I mean, it's not that it's illegitimate or something. It's it's the right tool for the right job. And are we talking about hogs? Are we talking about dangerous humans? Are we talking about bears? Or what?
Yeah.
Right tool for the right job, sort of thing. Or are you trying to defeat, an armor vest or something? I mean, right tool for the right job. But I saw that the title to that chat was Midday. So I thought it was kind of unusual for DB to lose his mind that early in the day.
Yeah, he usually loses it late at night, but I don't know, maybe he was driving somewhere, because I feel like that's when he usually jumps on during the day, is when he's leaving work or running errands.
Stuck in traffic.
I do the same, except I haven't quite figured out how to do all that shiznit on my phone, so.
What, how to jump into a chat?
Yeah.
Oh, it's easy. What you do is you click on the link and then you start talking. Like your phone probably already has the Google Hangout app on it.
Do you have an Android phone or an Apple?
I've got an Apple.
I think it still works.
I haven't looked much into it because I can't ever remember my login info for gun channels. It's just saved on my MacBook. So I need to I guess reset a new password so I can log on my phone.
Oh yeah, that would help if you can't even get into gun channels.
Yeah.
What's up,
The only
guys?
thing that's tricky about gun channels on the phone is you have to scroll down to the bottom and click full site in order for like the chat box and stuff to open up.
Yeah.
Even then, there are certain features that still will not work on a phone, even at full site.
I mean,
If
I've
you're
listened
just
to
trying to get into a chat and stuff, though, that's all you
Yeah.
need.
I've listened to the Daily Gun Show on my phone, but
Yeah.
I can't text or anything. So
Right.
if you can't text, you can't win the prizes.
That's why you need to learn how to log in, and then you could text on your phone. You could chat on your phone.
Don't you have like a little notepad feature on your phone
Probably.
where you could put like the name of the site and then your username and password for that site?
What I like to do is just use password 1234 for everything.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Not much. Yeah, I just heard some noise coming out of my computer, and I realized I left the Hangouts active. I
Yep.
have some noise coming from it, so
It's not noise. This is entertainment.
yeah. Well, at least it's not the ghost of a machine. So
Yeah, man, I passed out, dude.
I thought me and Tony thought you were going to pick up your new toy.
Yeah, no, I didn't do that.
No,
It's
did you
called
find out if it's
sleeping.
ready yet?
Huh?
Did you find out if it's ready yet?
Yeah, he's got it.
Okay, sweet. You think you're gonna pick that up today or what?
Possibly.
Yeah, nice.
Is that something that you're keeping on the down low?
No.
Okay. I didn't know if we were speaking in code or what we were doing here.
Oh, no, I just don't know. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get it today or not. I don't know if the guy's home.
Oh,
Like he works
Well,
out
if
of
you
what
pick
are
pickups
we-
and stuff, so
what are we considering?
oh, it's a PMR 30.
Oh, okay. So that other one didn't pan out?
No, that's the one I'm gonna go pick up.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
It was shipped eventually because my dude
Yeah.
doesn't respond very well. And then
Yeah, in fact, there's a bayonet that is still waiting for that issue.
Well, maybe we'll get some truck chat if you go pick it up today.
truck chat, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you could chat. You could chat about it and show it to us in your car on the way back.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Truck chat.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be like pointing a gun at my phone while driving.
Well, no, you would have it on your seat or the lap. You wouldn't have it pointed out the window, obviously.
But then where's he looking at when he's supposed to be driving?
On the road?
Is he's taking a picture of his gun?
Don't worry about it. Well, you guys will see it eventually when I get it.
Eventually.
Dun dun dun.
Oh man, I do gotta fucking cut my grass. Grr.
Giggity.
Yeah, I gotta cut mine about once a week now.
I haven't cut mine yet this season, dude. It's long.
Smeg, I just looked out at the channels and I saw, when I said eventually, I looked out there, I saw somebody putting a link out to the Saturday special edition Daily Gun Show.
Oh yeah, it's the first Saturday of the month, eh?
I completely forgot about that.
Actually, I think we probably missed one. But either way, yeah, I can do that.
Let me verify things are still happening.
Moon, send it to me for all your Instagram pic needs. That'd be cool. Maybe I'll just buy you a ticket. You can like fly out here and take some pictures for me. With all my
Oh, I'll do that.
I don't want you. I want Moon.
Ooh, kinky.
Well,
Looks
he's
like-
just really, really good at.
Hey, I'm not judging you.
stuff.
Whatever you think is your business.
Have you seen his Instagram, dude? He turns guns into magic.
I
Okay.
think the link is in the show notes, as well as over on Patreon. I think. Not positive, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump over there. So
Yeah. Okay.
catch
Well,
you
that's a
guys later.
bummer because yeah, I'm running this lobby,
Right.
so I'm gonna have to shut it down to join that one.
Is there another gun show going on at the same time?
Well, we're going to. It's a special edition for the Daily Gun Show. We're gonna schedule all the topics.
Does that
But-
mean this one is going to be done and then we're just going to go over there?
Well, yeah, this one's gonna go off air, and then
Let's
we'll
go
be
there.
in that other one. So,
Okay,
for anyone
well,
listening,
I'm
go
going to go there.
into that thing.
All right, so I'm going to go there now.
Okay.
Yeah, take it easy. Have a productive chat.
Oh, you guys are not coming over?
I'll probably go listen to it.